Hello there, Verbling. I hope you're all having a great night or whatever time it is for you. My name is Lauren, and this is a beginner pronunciation class, but intermediate students can join too if you think this will be useful for you. We are going to be looking at how to pronounce verbs that end with ed. So, for example, the word started. I started class a few minutes ago. Well, this is a different sound than sometimes, for example, the word stop. If I put that word in the past tense, I don't say stopped like I pronounced started. I say stopped. Stopped. So today we're going to look at the rules for pronunciation and give everyone practice pronouncing those words. Okay, great. Welcome back to Blanca, the biggest bully on Verbling.
No, come on, why did you say so? No.
Yep, I say so. I'm in a mean mood.
No, my God, I have to leave the class, sorry. Why?
Nope, sorry, can't do that.
I can't leave the class?
Mm-mm.
I have to stay. Okay.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
will suffer at this class.
Oh, and Francesco has come back for more.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Great. And welcome as well to Ivan. Welcome back, Ivan.
Hello, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Fine.
What time
Great.
is it for you?
8 o'clock p.m.
PM. That's not bad. That's a good time. Great. And welcome back to Tiago. Hello, Tiago.
Hello, teacher.
Hi. How are you
teacher.
today? Hi, I can hear you. Tiago, can you hear me?
Yeah, fine. Thanks.
Okay, great. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
And welcome back to Olga. Hello, Olga.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Great. I am great.
Great. Great.
Are you?
Excellent.
Great.
And welcome as well to Mine. Hey, Mine.
Hello.
How are you? Still doing
good.
okay?
I ate my dinner. Now I am really good. I have more energy.
Mine, tell me what you had for dinner.
I just ate salad and a little bit soup, lentil soup.
Mine, you should send me your recipe for your lentil soup because I want to make lentil soup, but I can't find a recipe that's like good, like a good recipe. Everything is like add salt and you're done.
No, mine is simple and delicious. I will send the recipe. Okay.
Oh, I love that. Type it in the chat. Help you practice.
It's not that simple.
Oh.
I will send your Facebook.
I would love that.
Okay.
I will actually cook it. I will bring it to class. And welcome as well back to Mauricio. Welcome, Mauricio.
Hi, Lauren.
Hello. And welcome to Hamid. Hamid, how is your day going?
My day is good. Ramadan started and now I am fasting.
Oh my gosh. And of course, I start talking about food. I'm so sorry.
It is no problem. Also, I ate my meal almost 1 hour ago, so it is okay.
Good, good. So, is it morning for you?
Time is for 8 a.m. Yes, it is near the morning.
Oh my gosh.
That's got it.
That is amazing. So during Ramadan, Hamid, or what is the correct pronunciation? Ramadan?
In
Ramadan?
English, Ramadan, but
Ramadan.
in Turkish we say Ramazan.
Ramazan. Okay. Okay. So for Ramadan, do you wake up early at 4 o'clock in the morning every day?
I will, for example, for tomorrow, I will wake up maybe 2 a.m. and I will go to bed near 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Sorry. And
Okay.
I will be hungry and thirsty almost 17 hours.
Oh, poor Hamid.
No, it is okay.
Oh, sorry. I guess that is rude of me to say poor Hamid but of course it is meaningful.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Also, some experts say, for example, we are eating and drinking a lot of things for 11 months, so our body needs to rest a little bit. So Ramadan is a good fortune for this.
Is anyone else celebrating Ramadan? No. Well, Hamid, I'm very glad that you ate recently because for me, if I don't eat every couple hours, I become very mean. Here is a new vocabulary word. The word grumpy. Have you heard this word before? Oh, I think that the Verbling chat is slow. The word grumpy.
I don't know. Can you explain, please?
Okay. So if you say someone is grumpy, this just means they are in a bad mood. Grumpy means in a bad mood. So, for example, let's say I said hello to, oh my gosh, we have two Olgas in class. Welcome to Olga Danilkina.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm nice to meet you.
Nice to see you again. Olga, okay, let's say I will call you Olga D, and the other is Olga R.
Okay.
Great.
Sorry,
okay.
Sorry, but I don't know where are you.
You are Olga D or Daniel Kina?
Yes, I can. I think, but I don't know your page textbook.
My topic?
Mm.
Oh, the link.
Yes.
Okay, so you can say, where is the link? Where is the link?
Yes.
Like that. Try saying that, Olga. Try saying, where is the link?
Where is the link?
Good, good. I have not posted it yet. I will in one second. Okay, great. I just want to make sure I said hello to everyone. I think I did. Okay, great.
Louden, you can explain the grumpy and what
grumpy.
Are the what are the other parts? Because
okay. Yeah. Okay. Grumpy. Grumpy is a word that means. I'm just gonna say something to Mohammed because Mohammed, you are typing in the chat. And I just want to tell you the way to join our class is to buy tickets. So over here on your screen on Verbling, you will see buy tickets or get tickets. Yes, so you must pay for the tickets to join class. But it is only about $2 or $3 to join class. So, and you do not need a credit card anymore. Okay. Okay, so the word grumpy. Let's say I said hello to Hamid. And I said, hi, Hamid, how are you? And Hamid said, fine. And I said, how is your day going? Bad. Why? I don't know. This means Hamid is very grumpy.
Okay.
He's having a bad day. Okay? Yeah. Just not having a good day, a bad day. Good. Great.
But we are with you. Our day is good.
Oh, hopefully, because I don't allow grumpy people in my class.
Yes.
If
Also,
someone is grumpy, I kick them out.
Everybody is wonderful for here.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Yay. Okay, so here is the first link. I posted it in the chat right over here. So I will screen share on my screen here what we are looking at. But if you want to click on the link yourself, that's no problem. And no problem, Hamid. Okay. One second. Sorry, everyone, my computer's very slow right now. So if the Hangout stops, don't leave. Yes, Mohammed, this class and someone else, I think Lezama, this class is full. But if someone leaves, you can come into class. Okay. Let's go to this link. Sorry about the slowness. So this is about how to pronounce the ED sound if it's at the end of a verb. So it's difficult to know how to pronounce ED in English because it's pronounced in 3 different ways. It depends on the letter that comes before the ED. Okay, don't worry about this part. Actually, we can do this. So this is one of the ways you can pronounce ED. Let's look at this word. Painted. Painted. Here, I pronounce that ED as another syllable. As another syllable. Let me ask, Ivan, do you know what a syllable is? Ivan, do you know what a syllable is?
Let me see. I painted.
Well, in that word or in any word, there are syllables, and it's very simple. In your name, we have 2 syllables. Ivan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Painted.
Painted. So 2 syllables. For Lauren, we have Lauren.
Lauren.
Ramirez. For your last name. Ivan.
Ramirez.
Yeah.
Ivan.
So how many syllables are in Ramirez?
3.
3. Yeah. Let me ask Francesco. Francesco, how many syllables are in your first name? Syllables.
Let's go. I think three. Three?
Yes, yes, good, good. That is a syllable, right? Francesco, Francesco. We have 3 syllables. And let me check also with, let's say Olga R. Olga
Yes.
R. How many syllables are in, internet?
3.
3. Internet. Okay, good. That is what a syllable is. So let's go back to our document. You will notice that for this pronunciation of ED, we have an extra syllable. Okay? Painted. It's normally just paint. I would like to paint my house. But when we put ED on it, we add a syllable. Painted. Painted. But for the other 2 pronunciations, one sounds like a D and one sounds like a T, but we don't add a syllable. Here's an example. I will play a game today. I will play. Play, 1 syllable. But when I turn this to past tense and I say, this happened in the past. This happened yesterday. I will say, yesterday I played a game. I played a game. I don't add a syllable. It's still 1 syllable. Played. Same with this one, hoped. We don't add a syllable. We only add this tiny sound, D and T. So that's the difference, really. And I really like this article because it makes it very easy for you to read. The most important thing to remember is this. So everyone listen carefully. If the verb has a D or a T sound before ED, you pronounce it like id, which is the extra syllable. Okay? If the verb does not end in D or T, you don't pronounce an extra syllable. Okay? So here are some examples, and all of these, here, I'll just read this. Be careful. It's the sound, not the letter. Decide is pronounced decided, even though it ends in an E, because we don't say the E. So the last sound of the word is D. So even though this word has an E at the end, the verb has a D or T sound at the end. So don't be confused by the fact that this word has an E. Here are some examples. All of these verbs that we're going to look at, every single one of these verbs end with a D or a T sound. So can I please get, oh, oopsies. Can I please get, let's say, Blanca. Blanca, can you read the first verb?
Wanted.
Good. Francesco, the second verb.
Ended.
Good. Hamid, the third.
Decided.
Good. Ivan, the fourth.
Admitted.
Good. Admitted. Good.
Admitted.
And Mauricio, the fifth.
Suggested.
Good. Good. And now we've got a couple more. Mine, why don't you read the first one at the top of this screen?
Recommended.
Good. Olga D, the second one.
Hated.
Hated.
Good.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Olga R, the third one.
Intended.
Good. And Tiago, the fourth.
Started.
Good. Now, let me ask you, Tiago, one more
Okay.
time. What do all of those words have in common? What is the same about all of these words that we just read out?
So all of the words ended with ed.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
The
yes.
word finished T or D.
And can you be more specific, Mine? Just try to explain that a little bit more.
Okay, for example, want is finished T and is finished D. All of the word finished T or D, and then if finish T or D, we should add AED, and the sound is wanted ED sound. All of the word is the same sound.
Great, great, great. So let's look at that, okay? I just want to be clear. We're looking at the infinitive form. So if I say to decide, this is the infinitive. So it is not in past tense yet. Not in past tense yet. The last sound of the word is a D. So the rule is if it ends with a D or a T, you add a syllable when you add ed. Start becomes started. But there are other sounds that we don't add a syllable. So great explanation there, Mine. Okay, for the other two sounds, it doesn't really matter so much. Just make sure you don't say id. For example, stopped is pronounced stopped, never stopped. So all you need to do is think about this verb. Okay, the last sound is P, right? The last sound is P. Stop, to stop. This is the infinitive form. So I'm not going to add a syllable. I'm not going to say stopped. I'm just going to add a T or D sound. The T and D sound are so similar. They're so similar. That's why this person says for the other two sounds, it doesn't matter so much. The important thing is that you're not adding a syllable. Okay? So this is more specific. If the word comes before, if the word before ed ends in the sounds P, F, S, C, H, S, H, K, then ed is pronounced as a T. But again, don't worry so much about the fact that it sounds like a T. Don't try to memorize all of these letters. That will not help you. That's too difficult. The only thing I want you to remember from this class today, this is the message. If the verb ends in a T or D sound, so that's the only two sounds you must remember, T or D, you add a syllable. If not, you add the tiny sound, but not a syllable. So let's go again and everyone will practice these. Everyone will practice pronouncing these words. Again, let's start with Blanca, but let's not do stopped because we already did that one. Let's try this one at the top.
Laughed.
Laughed. Good. Laughed. Let me ask Mauricio, how many syllables are in Blanca's pronunciation of that word?
I think one syllable.
Good. Exactly. It looks like laughed. Laughed. It looks like two, but like I said, the last sound isn't a D or a T. So just like Mauricio said, Blanca only pronounced it with one syllable. We don't add a syllable. Francesco, can you say the second one, please?
Promised it.
One more time.
Promised.
Now, Francesco, have you ever seen this word before? Do you know what this word means? Here, I will.
I think like to know the sense, but never hear this.
Oh, that's okay. This is the step number one. Step number one, Francesco, is learning the vocabulary. Okay? So if you don't know the vocabulary, ask me. Or type it in the chat. And the other students will answer your questions. Okay? This one here. Does this word to promise, does that end with a D or a T sound? I'm typing it to you. Does the verb to promise end in a D or T sound?
No.
No. And how many syllables are in promise?
3.
Promise.
Promise 3.
How many syllables, Francesco, are in promise?
3.
There's actually 2.
2.
Promise.
Okay.
Promise. Right? Promise. But because this word promise does not end in a D or T, we do not add a third syllable. So instead of saying promised, we will say promised.
Okay.
Try that, Francesco. Promised.
Promised.
Good.
Okay.
The only rule to remember with ED is you only pronounce as an extra syllable if the word before it ends with a D or a T. Does that make sense? Do you understand? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Great.
It's only a mistake with Italian because syllabus, right?
Yeah.
Is she said as you write, not as you speech. So promise is okay.
I know. English is a very mean language.
Okay.
It's not very nice. It's very mean. Okay?
I agree.
Okay.
Blanca agrees. English is very mean.
Like
I
a dead.
see. I see, Francesco. I can see in the chat. You said promise. Yes. My mother is Italian.
Oh.
But I don't speak Italian. I'm very sad. But she taught me how to read in Italian. And you know what you must do, Francesco? Forget everything about Italian when you're learning English. Okay, let's move on. So, Hamid.
Yes.
Why don't you say the one under promised?
Promised.
And the next one.
Watched.
Good. Watched. you're making a little bit of a T sound instead of ed. You're not saying watched, you're saying watched. Watched.
Yes.
Excellent. Ivan, next one, please.
Finish.
One more time.
Finish it. Finish it.
How many syllables are in to finish?
3.
Oh, sorry. Just finish.
Finish. 1.
When you're thinking about syllables, do this. Slow down and say finish. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
Finish.
Finish.
Those are 2 syllables, right?
Okay.
So how, if does this word finish end in a D or T sound? Does the word So I typed it in the chat, Ivan.
Okay.
Does the word finish, 2 syllables, end in a D or T sound?
Neither.
No. Yeah. Right? No. So are we going to add a 3rd syllable when we pronounce the past tense? Finished.
Finished.
Good. You just said 2 syllables, which is perfect. You do not add a syllable if it does not end in D or T. So here's the example. We have finish, finished. Still 2
Finished.
syllables. Good. We don't say finished. Finished. That is incorrect. We only add the syllable if it ends in a D or T.
It's 2 syllables.
Excellent.
Okay.
Blanca, you have a question.
Yes, because the rule is easy for me, but it's not easy to remember which words, which ends I have to use T or D sound. For example, with F, with S, with I don't know. And some teachers said, no, you have to pronounce with T or with D. But you say, don't care about it, just pronounce one. You can pronounce it with whether with D or with T. What's the best?
Yeah, so Blanca, try pronouncing that word. So let's put it back again.
What's the best, with T or with D? Finished.
Now try doing that with the other sound.
Finished.
They sound the same, right?
But I was reading, it was another teacher, I was reading, and I instead pronounced, I don't know, T or D, the teacher corrected me and said, no, not T, D, or vice versa. I can't remember. But for me, it's hard.
You know, Blanca, I think in life, we can, has anyone in class heard this idiom? We must pick our battles.
No.
Yes, I heard that.
What does it mean?
We have to stick our rights or our things. We have to take, yeah, something like that.
Okay, I put this in the chat. Okay, when I say we must pick our battles, it means some things are not very important. And it is better to focus on other things. Here's why. Let me take this word here. Let me show you. Okay? Let's say this word here. Walked. Walked. Now it is correct. The pronunciation technically is the T sound. But how would I even pronounce that if I was making the D sound? Finished. Finished. I don't even know how I would do that. And if I was just speaking, you can't tell the difference. In your mouth, your tongue goes in the same place. So when it's at the end of a word, it's very difficult to actually hear the difference. That's why this particular website is saying it's not that important. Let's go down to some of these words. Cried, cried, allowed, allowed. That word, that sound at the end is so tiny that if I was doing a D or a T sound, you would not know. Okay? Let me test you on that. What do you think about the word pronounced? Pronounced. Is that a D or a T sound at the end?
D. For me, it's a D.
Who thinks it's a T?
T. Pronounced.
And who thinks it's a D?
Me.
Me.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can't really tell the difference. Pronounced.
And sometimes
Pronounced.
I guess the word takes us to the right pronunciation because it's impossible to pronounce another way, I think.
Yeah. And that's why the point of this class is I want everyone to just remember the syllable thing. If you know that the word ends in a D or a T, that's when you add the syllable. Start ends in a T. So I'm going to say started. Started. Right? That's the only rule you really need to remember. Now, Blanca, on this website, it does actually explain. It gives you the letters. So look over here. It says, if you want to memorize these letters, Blanca, that's when they sound like a T sound.
No, actually, I memorized most of the letters, but sometimes I can't remember them.
Well, there you go.
I memorized them to pronounce T or D. I have the ED sound, but sometimes it's hard the other one. But now it's easier. It's just I just have to pronounce it like T or D. Who cares?
Yeah, that's how I feel, right? There, you can pick your battles. You don't fight every battle. This is something that I suggest you don't need to focus on so much, because as your English improves, this will come. And over here, for all other words, you pronounce it as a D. But like I said, when I say the word allowed, I allowed my friend to come to class. I allowed my friend. I don't focus on, I'm just trying to get my tongue in the right place in my mouth. When you make the D or T sound, your tongue is right behind your teeth. And now you can see up my nose, so I'm sorry. Right there, your tongue goes in the same place, so it's not as important. That's what I think. So hopefully I'm not bad. No, I'm kidding. But that's been my experience. I have never heard someone say that a student has bad pronunciation because they get that particular thing wrong. The pronunciation problem is with the syllable thing. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to, I think it was Mauricio that we were working with. Oh, sorry, Olga D, we're hearing just some sounds coming from your microphone. Mauricio, let's get you to pronounce. Where were we? Over here. Okay. Let's try this one. Did we already say this one? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do this one.
Finished.
Excellent, excellent. Mine, the next one.
Walked.
Good. Walked. And everyone, if you're not talking, turn your microphone off and repeat what your classmates are saying. So that was great, Mine. And Olga, let's move on to the next one. Olga D.
Okay. Cried. Cried.
Oh yeah, cried. Good, good. And Olga R, why don't you say the one above that one?
Allowed.
Allowed. Good.
Allowed.
Good. Good. Excellent. Sammy. Hello, Sammy. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. What about you?
Oh, Sammy, we can't really hear you. Could you speak closer to your microphone? Please? Oh, Sammy, I'm so sorry. Try speaking one more time. Oh, Sammy, I'm so sorry. When your microphone starts working, tell us. Okay. Okay, let's get Blanca. Why don't you say the next one, the one that starts with an E?
Imagined.
Great. And Francesco, can you say this one here? And remember the rule.
Cleaned.
Good. Yay! Your Italian mind wanted you to make it 2 syllables, but you said no. So you are correct. Hamid, why don't you say the one above cleaned?
Okay, I enjoyed this class.
Great. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so that's great. We're going to move on to the next link now. I'll post it in the chat. I just posted another link here in the chat. Okay, and I'll screen share it. So Blanca, and for those of you who are interested, this link separates the 2 sounds, the D and the T. But if you are a beginner, and even if you're advanced, I don't think you need to worry about the difference between these 2 parts. Okay? No, sorry. These one, no. Okay, this column, these and these sounds, they sound so similar. So don't worry too much. The biggest thing are these ones. These words underneath the ID, these are important because we add a syllable. But for these ones, we do not add a syllable. Why don't we add a syllable? Why don't we add a syllable for the words on the left and in the middle?
They are words with 1 syllable.
No. Oh, wait, yes, but why? Why do we keep them as 1 syllable when we put them in past tense? How do you know?
I think because the verb in infinitive finish don't finish in D or T.
Excellent. That's exactly right, right? So if you see any word, it doesn't matter what word, okay? You see L-O-O-K. Well, you know that that word does not end in a D or T sound. It ends with a different letter. It doesn't matter what letter. This means you do not add a syllable. So Mauricio, why don't you say this one? Read both of these words.
Looked.
Good. Look becomes looked. Excellent. That was perfect pronunciation, right? He did not add a syllable. He did not say looked. Looked. That would be 2 syllables. Looked. We want to keep it 1 syllable because we don't add a syllable with a word unless it ends in a D or T. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so Blanca, I'm going to highlight some of these words for you and just get you to pronounce them, okay?
Okay.
And say both words, the infinitive and the past tense.
Open, opened.
Good.
Learn. This is on air. This is hard for me. Learn, learned.
You know, Blanca, You always say that sound is really hard for you, but you pronounce it perfectly. This is what I hear. I hear you say this. I hear learn, no, learn. Oh, sorry, Olga, I'm just gonna mute you for a second. Blanca, I hear you say learn, no, learn, no, learn. You're saying the sound perfectly every time. So you just need confidence in that sound.
No, but you know, the R with the N or with an L, it's hard for me.
I know. And this is a common for people who speak Spanish, right? That sound.
But not alone. I mean, followed by an L or an N.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Well,
remember world. Oh my God.
Look at you. You did it again. That was a perfect pronunciation, and you said no. Oh my God.
I don't like that.
So really, Blanca, it's just about confidence. You just pronounced that word perfectly. And you know, when I was new to verbling, and you said, how do you pronounce that word? I don't know that word. You couldn't say it, but now you can say it. Okay. You know, we have an expression. We say, get over it. Have you heard that?
I think so.
Get over it. What does that mean? Does anyone know? Maybe Hamid knows.
Move on.
Move on.
To the next or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we say improve?
That means a different thing. If I say to Blanca, Blanca, get over it, this means move on. That was a problem of the past, not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we say this about a boyfriend or a girlfriend sometimes. We say, I know you are heartbroken, but it's time to just get over it. Move on.
I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it's an awesome expression. Yeah, definitely. Okay, Francesco. Okay, Francesco, why don't you say this one?
Walk. Walked.
And you don't need to pronounce the d very, very loud. Just make it tiny, like this. Walked.
Walked.
Good. Try this one.
Changed.
Good.
Low.
Changed. Changed.
Changed.
Good. This one too.
Missed.
Good. Good. Great. And last.
Relaxed.
Good.
Invited.
Invited. And that was
Invited.
perfect.
Okay.
You added a syllable. Good. What about this one?
Started.
Good. Do you know what this word means? Invited?
Yes.
Good. Good. Great. Okay, and what about this one?
Played.
Good.
Played.
Played. Yeah, it's okay if you do that. It's not a big problem if you pronounce the d very loud. As long as you don't add a syllable, that's all that matters. Great.
Okay.
Great. Good, good, Francesco. Okay, Hamid, I'm going to get you to, why don't you do this? Okay. Say the first line.
Okay. Kathy, Tom, have you started your diet? I hope you haven't gained weight.
Good. And how did you pronounce this one?
Gained.
Good. Gained. Gained. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Ivan. Ivan, can you say this one here for me? Ivan, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you
Which
say
word?
this for me?
Which word?
these lines here for me.
Okay. Tom, I boiled eggs and sliced celery for lunch.
Good. And can you say this one again?
Well, sliced.
Or let's do the one that starts with a B.
Boiled.
We actually pronounce that
boiled.
one boiled. Boiled.
Boiled. Boiled.
Good.
I boiled eggs.
I love,
and
can you repeat that, Ivan? Because everyone listen. Ivan has this tiny little t, t, t sound right after he says those past tense verbs. Can you repeat that one? Boiled.
Boiled.
Good. A little tiny t. Excellent. Great. And let's get Mauricio to do, Mauricio, why don't you say this one here?
I walked 5 miles and jogged in the park.
Let's try this one again.
Jogged.
If we had just jog, do you know what the word jog means?
Yes, the same, run.
Yeah, running. So if we have one syllable for jog, what are we going to do to this past tense verb, do you think?
One syllable, jogged.
Good. Excellent. I didn't even have to tell you, right? So those are the little things you can think of. There's no D or T, so it must remain the same amount of syllables. Let's try saying that whole sentence again.
Jogged.
Not jogged, that's 2 syllables. Let's try it one more time with just one.
Jogged.
Good. Jogged. Jogged. I'm going to say jog and end with a tiny T sound. Jogged. Jogged. Good. This one too. Walked.
Walked.
Good.
I don't pronounce the L in this case.
Good question. No. This word, walk, we pretend there's no L. English is very mean like that. So the L is silent. We don't say walked. We say walk. No L at all. Walk. Walked.
Okay.
Great. Great. Mine, can you say Kathy's line? This one here.
Okay. Have you cleaned the house? Calories can be worked off that day, off that way.
Good. Good. And how did you know, just one more time, how did you know how to pronounce those words?
I know incidentally.
You know them incidentally.
Yes.
And why don't you explain what does that mean?
I have one advantage because I live in the US and I always hearing and listening to people how they say, and that is the reason I get used to it too.
Oh, excellent.
To say this kind of the word, but sometimes the word I haven't heard before, that is very difficult to get spelling and also pronunciation.
Well, then I hope that even when you see words that are not incidental to you, you'll at least understand in your mind D or T, yes or no. Then you'll be able to do it even with words that are new.
Yeah, because I learned the rules also of which letter, but I cannot memorize all of the time. I just feel in my gut and say it.
Well, now if you learn a new word, then you'll know. Or if your friend says to you one day, Mine, why is your pronunciation so good? How do I know when to do this? You can teach her. Okay, let's ask Olga D. Olga D.
Okay, I am.
Why don't you say this one here?
Okay. I washed and waxed the floors, and I even painted the bathroom.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, Olga D. All of those pronunciations were perfect. Excellent. Olga R. Why don't you say the next? Actually, let's give you this one.
Okay. When I finished cleaning, I was starved. I prepared this food for dinner.
Excellent. Excellent. So you just had a tiny t sound, little t at the end. That was all perfect. Great. You know what? Why don't we give Blanca, why don't you say this one? You didn't get a sentence.
What happened? Somehow I missed out. I missed out on all the fun.
Good. Good. And Francesco, let's give you this sentence. Maybe I'll go to this one. Francesco? Oh, Francesco, we can't hear you. You must be on mute.
Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Who baked this apple pie? Who cooked this ham?
Excellent. Excellent. And Francesco, in answer to your question in the chat, we pronounce that word invited. Say it out loud. Invited.
Invited. Okay.
Invited.
Thank you.
Excellent. Great. Well, I'm going to end class. It's a record today, Hamid and Blanca. I'm on time.
Yes.
I have my Verbling and my Facebook information in the chat there. So if you would like to join me, I don't think my Facebook link is correct. So I'm going to just copy and paste it again. If you would like to follow me on Verbling or join my Facebook page, I will give you updates or information on my upcoming classes, my new classes. Okay, everyone. Have a great night. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.